I know you're a boogie guy, and you did an interview with our magazine, I believe, last year, and you talked about using some modded boogies on the record. But you're getting lean and mean here with your rig. So talk to me about what you've decided upon and how you're using it.
Well, this is, our polite support act, get the fuck out of the way, fast rig. You know what I mean? And I profiled Revision G rectifier that I have, and that is the main rhythm sound and like the lead sound in there. And some of the other stuff that I've got for like cleans were from a Friedman JJ head, the Jerry Cantrell head and stuff like that. But it's all stuff that I made, so it's about as close to being able to bring a big like fire breathing, tube rig out here someday, one of these days. But for now, this is cool because for the most part it turns on every day and works. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a good start.
Yeah. And tube amps, here's the thing, man, they're fussy. You know what I mean? Like I toured with an Uberschall a few years ago, and that thing blew fuses just every other fucking day. And I'm not the most savvy guy. I try to learn a lot, but this thing is pretty small. I can do a lot of stuff with it, and naturally, all the tempo specific delays and everything are just right in there, and we can fit this in a 12 space rack with both me and Tim's power amps and wirelesses and everything like that. And yeah, like I said, when we get off, we just pull these looms and we're out the door. And that seems to be important,
And you got the power stage running it?
Both of us are doing the Power Stage 700. It is powering 2 EVH cabs over there.
All right.
And he is powering these 2 Ampeg 610s with his. But yeah, we're both really happy with them. Of course, like I said, in the event that we're ever doing a Maris Bank amphitheater in the next few years, I'll make sure that we do another one of these, and you'll be like, all right, so these 6 rectifiers go to these cabs over here, and and everything like that. But yeah, it's been cool and reliable, and we're able to get in and out of the door with it pretty fast.
And the last thing I'll ask about the Kemper is any of the personal profiles that you've created part of that download pack that you've made available?
Yeah. Actually, trip out. I did one of that Revision G rectifier, and Mike Recon from Acacia Strain was like, yeah, dude, I gotta give it up to you. Everyone tells me my shit sounds super dope, and I just tell them it's yours. And I was like, wait, should I go check that thing out again? And I checked it out. I was like, oh, this really was a good one. So then I started using it, just because if you go watch videos of Acacia Strain right now, they sound fucking crazy, and it's one guitar. Oh, that's one other thing I should say. On this tour that I started doing, in the EQ menu on the Kemper, there's a thing called delay widener. There's a thing called double tracker and something else, but the delay widener, you can literally delay one side by up to 40 milliseconds. And 40 is cool if you're gonna play like Ozzy, you know what I mean? But if you're gonna play 16th notes, weird. So I'm at 10 milliseconds on one side. I think it's delaying the right side. So it just kind of sounds like in ears. One time, it fooled everyone thinking they thought wait, is there a guitar track on or whatever? It sounds big enough in the ears where it kind of it fools you for a second. You think that, and that's made, I guess, playing in ears a lot more pleasant too, and out front. I suppose, Chase could be doing it just from the board, delaying it, but being able to do it from here and then everyone hear a big guitar in their ears makes for a better experience in ears, I guess.
I'm a Helix guy.
Oh, does that cause any trauma within the band? Helix, Kemper?
No, funny enough, the kids play real well together. So I'm doing the Helix thing. I've been using it since about 2018.
Okay.
In my opinion, it's a great platform.
Yeah.
It's real streamlined. You don't get 15 versions of the same amp.
Yeah.
You don't have to menu dive a whole bunch of crazy ways to figure things out. Very user-friendly. I'm doing some pretty ridiculous stuff in these patches where
Lay it on us.
every scene, almost every block has some kind of change to it, whether it's compression settings, gain settings, EQ curves, effects.
So you're
on and
testing the
off.
power of this thing.
I got this thing pretty maxed out.
Yeah.
For what it's able to handle, and it's
You're not a stock guy, not a preset guy. You're going in.
no. I wouldn't say I am.
Yeah, you're like tweaking knobs.
A lot of what I do is kind of from a studio approach of
All right.
being able to split the bass, have my low, mid, and top end kind of all separate, but then blendable at the end of the chain. So that way, again, we're a one guitar player, one bass band. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of bandwidth that I kind of get to take up.
Getting greedy.
And, yeah, why not? If I got the space, might as well. But yeah, running one side is all Helix, where I think I'm using their Mesa M9
Okay.
amp sim for kind of my clean bass sound, my sub sound.
Okay.
And then on the dirty side of things, I'm trying something new for this tour. It's a Dark Glass Microtubes Infinity.
Ooh,
The
not familiar with the Infinity.
It's similar to the Atom. It's in the same line of their programmable bass preamps, but it's the B3K, the X7, I believe, and the VMT from their distortion line.
That's a lot healthy choice of distortion and
It's some pretty
Fury. Yeah.
pretty meaty choices to select from, and I believe I'm using the X7 side of things to kind of replicate more of a 5150 sound for my distortion. Those get blended together. They go to a nice cab IR by 3 Sigma audio.
All right.
I think is what I'm using, and it's a Mesa 6x10, which is kind of the closest thing I have to my Ampeg 610s on the floor. Yeah, then it just splits the front of house for direct sound, and we get cab volume.
And then you also have the Seymour Duncan power stage as well.
That goes to the power stage, and it wouldn't be rock and roll without moving some air behind you.
Yeah.
You know, and luckily I have 2 little mini fridges to
I was going to say the fridges.
really push some boulders up a mountain, and it feels real good to ride the Lightning, to have that presence behind us and still be able to give it a modern direct sound to front of house, and that's all for me.
Yeah,
and
man.
whoever's in the front. So